the first and second quarters.
Knippel is 1 3-pointer away from tying Kemba Walker for the Hornets lead in that category.
Oh, Gillespie!
Miles Bridges put it on top of Gillespie.
No chance for Gillespie on that one. LaMelo threw it. Knew it. That's why he threw it up there.
Green took an extra step. Nobody noticed. Leads to a dunk by Iguodaro.
Certainly did. Wrap around pass. Iguodaro with a chin up. His first bucket.
Oh my goodness, Khan was open, but Gillespie got a left hand on it. Now Crowder the clean catch. Darts in the paint and finishes with a touch of a masseuse.
Sweep the ball low. You can't foul Knippel, and he gets an opening because of that move.
Booker, Gillespie, Green, Brooks, Iguodaro. Old school 18-footer looking like Eddie Johnson used to.
Yeah, that's a good move right there. Good shot.
LaMelo. Last touched by Phoenix.
That's how Khan got some opening in the paint.
LaMelo dumps it down to the Moose.
Good catch. Putting Gillespie in a lot of moves, a lot of actions right now, and creating mismatches.
One of the faster players with the dribble in the league, Jalen Green.
Short.
Hornets lead by 8. This is the largest lead of the ball game. LaMelo doing his dance. Oh, rattles it through.
Hezzy on the behind the back move gets around Booker, and then the floater with a hesitation.
Hornets 8th best record in Eastern Conference. They won second-year man from Marquette, Osa Siri. Everyone calls him Osa. Sorry, Oso Iguodaro. LaMelo, three-pointer!
Realized immediately that Green was late on the switch, pulled up for another deep one.
Devin Booker is fouled on the gather, not on the shot. Hornets lead by 14. Green, man, he can spring to the cup, can he?
Change the directions, body control, hang. He's talented, athletic.
Knippel trying to seal Dylan Brooks. He has been in the top 4 in personal fouls committed.
It seems like he's a better player. Oh, wow. Brandon Miller, that's a bad call.
Green keeps it with Phoenix. Lazy pass. Poked out of bounds by Charlotte. Enjoyed himself. Has no reason to get angry. Devin Booker. Booker has only attempted 1 free throw. He had 15 down in Phoenix last month. Three-pointer Booker.
He knew that was going down. He's ticked. He thought he got fouled on the first attempt in that possession.
And wave it off. That ball's on the rim when Diabate touched it. The Hornets make the technical free throw, and they lead by 10. All right, we're ready to go here. It's going to be Green, Booker, Brooks, Gillespie, and Iguodaro. Gillespie.
Oh, great help by LaMelo on the Green drive. Got back to his man, made him give it up, and then finished the possession with a rebound.
And last touch. Brandon Miller. Never quite got there. Ryan Kalkbrenner is the center with Diabate sitting. Diabate's been dealing with a little blood on his hand. Brooks. Three-pointer. Dylan Brooks.
Brooks gets a lot of open threes in the offense for the Phoenix Suns.
To the rim! Another alley-oop! Ball to Bridges!
Boy, that's good execution right there. Continue to put Gillespie in action. Great mismatch with Bridges showing off on that one.
Back-to-back threes, Dylan Brooks. Quick 6 for Dylan the Villain. Hornets lead, but only by 6. They were up by 14 not that long ago. Miles Bridges! Couple of dunks, couple of threes.
In the first half, it was Brandon Miller and Booker. Now it's Miles Bridges and Brooks with a little chin music.
This is the best Miles has shot in a while.
Yeah.
He has made 3 out of 5 three-pointers. Booker. Iguodaro. Phoenix 42 and 34. This comes this season after they went 36 and 46. Big time turnaround after making the Kevin Durant trade. Last year, this time, everyone was wondering what they were going to do for the future. They were saddled with Durant's contract and Bradley Beal's contract. Hornets leading the ball, up by 7. Brandon Miller sits, Zion James replaces him. LaMelo darts into the paint. Hochbrenner, another dunk.
Oh man, LaMelo Ball having his way. When he gets in the paint, he's got options whether to flip it up or find a teammate.
Second dunk for Hochbrenner. Important game for the Hornets. Got a game again tomorrow here in this building against Indiana. LaMelo. Right place, right time, Mark Williams. Mark playing his first game back here in Charlotte against his former team. Has missed the last 15, dealing with a foot injury. But probably hit this one circled on the calendar. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Bully ball, Miles Bridges.
Mouse in the house with Miles Bridges, and that's Devin Booker, but Bridges using his body to get to the paint.
See if Brooks wants to try Con. Bad idea. Kobe White waiting at the scorer's table. Con had it poked away from behind by Jalen Green. And the Hornets get it back. Bridges! Another dunk for Miles Bridges, his third!
LaMelo Ball is having his way. Reads that one like his fan mail and finds Bridges wide open for clean air.
Miles Bridges with 20. Devin Booker called for pushing off. Ready for a super important fourth quarter. Brandon Miller. Hornets do a lot of that.
Yeah.
They got a wing rolling 3. Ah! Oh my goodness. Providence Day. Not to be confused with Providence, which is the school that produced Antoine Jameson.
That's right. Gotta throw the day on there.
Devin Booker up and in.
He's having a night.
Booker's got 22. Again, the middle screen. And this time it does work. Pass deflected away. Royce O'Neal comes over to set the screen for Booker. Back when they had Durant and Beal along with Booker, they shot a lot of those shots.
Yes, sir, they did. All those guys really good in the mid-range game.
Kobe! This one's not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter, 9-point game. Good look for Goodwin. Missed it. Hochbrenner, first man on the floor. Oh, he just sat on Goodwin, and Goodwin's still down. Kobe White takes advantage! Chance for a 3. Guy's incredible. And he can shoot a free throw.
He's not missing a chance for a three-point play.
That is the 9th three-point play he has had since joining the Hornets. 9 three-point plays in 17 games. Blocked away. Hochbrenner knocks out of bounds.
Good activity.
Allen His pass to Iguodaro and a foul.
Going to pass coming before long.
5 regular season games remaining for the Hornets after tonight. So that record is going to explode. Nice play after the timeout. Grayson Allen finds himself open, but he missed an open three-pointer. Hornets are going to roll with Knipple, White, James, Williams, and Diabate. Devin Booker not on the floor right now for Phoenix. Size advantage, Grant Williams. And Grant keeps it. And we've got a tie-up. Look at that, Grant Williams. And it's going to go. Iguodaro got the ball. I think the argument to see got fouled.
I'm not sure that. I'm sure that was going in.
Hornets have the ball, up by 17. This is the largest lead of the night. Knipple off the window and in.
See him protect that ball from the reach around, extend it out, softly off the glass, coast to coast.
Don's having another one of his patented 5th leads everyone in the NBA in that category. Steal! This is going to be a 4-on-3. Now even strength. Offensive rebound. Con! And a loose ball.
They got a lead now. They got to keep their emotions in check.
The veteran, Royce O'Neal. He's over 200 made three-pointers on the year. So just like the Hornets, the Suns with 2 guys with 203. Royce O'Neal and Colin Gillespie.
Both those guys 40% on the year.
And a foul. The people 16 is the amount of technicals when you start missing games in the NBA. We saw that with Luka Doncic earlier this week. Gillespie, Allen, O'Neal, Iguodaro, and Green. This is Gillespie. Kobe can't quite save it.
If you lose the first one.
Grayson. Allen was a freshman on the 2015 Duke team that won the national championship. Hornets reset.
Grant's able to get an offensive board.
Here's a message from Planet Fitness. Serious? Just saying.
Yeah.
Hornets up by 17. Gonna go over 9 minutes. Kalkbrenner, right place, right time.
Kobe putting all kind of pressure on the rim, drawing a host of defenders, and Kalkbrenner right in his wake.
Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, then ahead to the scores table. Another block by Kalkbrenner, but Mark Williams there to put it in. Grant rolls, finds Con. 3-pointer for the kid.
Good movement without the basketball. The basketball IQ of Grant. He could have shot that 3-ball early, but doesn't need it right now. Use a little bit of clock and find a hot guy, Kalkbrenner. Charlie Green knocks down his second triple.
He's now tied Devin Booker for tops in the game, 22. So Con had been tied briefly with Kemba Walker for the franchise all-time record in threes in a season. He now has the record all to himself. As one great score. Jalen Green having a really good game tonight on the offensive end.
Called him a great scorer, not really a great shooter.
White, Kalkbrenner, Knipple, Williams, Brandon Miller playing together. And we've got a...
Booker was just a statement foul. He just ran, pushed Con down today. We're not done quite yet.
Kobe, step through with the left hand.
Man, he knows how to score ball.
That was a design move by Green to put the ball in front of him that he would run down.
Did when he broke my record, man. You want quality. Oh!
blocked by Mark Williams, and Mark's chirping at him.
Quality, high character guys. Mark Williams.
All right, Mark Williams.
Both ends.
Mark blocks a dunk and gets a dunk on the other end in his return to Charlotte.
10 off the bench. Phoenix in that zone, coming out of that timeout.
Offensive rebound. Sion scored a goal with a foul. So Sion didn't get his dunk, but he gets his revenge. Priest Boom Dizzle, who never missed a game, by the way.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson, Kendall Gill, and George Herman. Was this Herman Reed?
Herman Reed.
J.R. Reed.
J.R.
Yeah. Got him confused with George Herman Reed. Yeah, Babe Ruth. Now we should give a shout out to Kemba. Kemba played in every. Tar Heel fans.
Big staying in his zone, trying to put a wrinkle in the defense.
Fourth dunk of the night for Miles.
Just a matter of time before LaMelo Ball carves out a play against the zone.
Green back to the iron. Gonna go under 5 minutes to play. Super important game for the Hornets. Got a game tomorrow in this building against Rick Carlisle's Indiana Pacers. LaMelo, snaky leg, blocked away by Mark Williams. Miles, got it! How diddly-dee!
That's the kind of second half it has been for the Hornets pretty much since the first quarter.
Brooks dreaming of a foul that never came. And that may be all she wrote.
Yeah, Flowers. The bloom's almost off the rose for Phoenix.
Hornets up by 21. Mark Williams ahead of the pack. Wingspan of a condor. That's not going away anytime soon. That is a man who is long. Longer than War and Peace. Cuckbetter rolls. Pass deflected back out to LaMelo. And another block. This time it was Green who took it away. We've had a lot of blocked shots, a lot of dunks. Allen. LaMelo leaves and actually unbuttons the shorts a little bit. He may be done for the night. Hornets up by 19. Iguodaro wasn't expecting the pass.
He turned and saw Sion James, all those biceps. I gotta shoot this quick.
Hornets gonna take on Indiana in this building tomorrow. That's actually the second to last, the penultimate home game for the Hornets during the regular season. After the game tomorrow, Hornets are gonna go on the road and take on both Minnesota and Boston.
Most conferences are pretty much teams guaranteed to play in. No matter who's going where.
Hornets needed to win this one. They'll paint the picture. Hornets gonna have a quick turnaround. They got a game against Indiana. What would you do? You just win a ball game, you play your normal 32 minutes, and then you got a game tomorrow, an important one. What are you thinking about mentally? What are you doing physically to get ready for tomorrow's game?
You don't change anything from what you've done the games left.
Pat Connaughton comes in. Veteran.
You look at the minutes for the starters here. Knipple 32, Bridges 27, Diabate 24, Miller 31, and LaMelo only 25 minutes. Those are minutes that you should be able to recover from quickly.
Grant Williams can throw a grenade, had to bat it towards the rim. There was some doubt. In the first quarter, the Suns raced out to a lead. They're up by 10 at one point. They had 41 points at the end of the first quarter. They led by 8. But the second quarter, the work turned. Everything continued in the third. And the Hornets kept pushing on in the fourth quarter. Bouye keeps it. Brea didn't get it off the time. Shot clock violation.
Over on the floor like you would for a shoot-around.
And another block shot by Kalkbrenner. This win is going to give the Hornets 41 wins on the year. They'll be back to 5 games over 500 and would assure the Hornets of not having a losing season. This is a team that a year ago won 19 games. So already a 22-win turnaround. Oh, nice job with the left-hand tray man.
That was a really tough shot. That's the only shot he could get off in the amount of time that he had.
Malawach. Malawach from South Sudan, raised in Uganda, was discovered at a Luol Deng camp over in Africa. He is tall, 7'1", 250. Congratulations to your Hornets. 41 wins on the year, 41-36. They will remain in 8th place in the Eastern Conference with a bullet.
And you can tell the players knew the importance of this game, what it meant as far as staying in 8th spot. Their scoreboard, they're standing, watching right now. And now it sets you up for tomorrow night. You know, make sure you get your mind set right, play a well of a game,